I can see y'all comments. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are about to get into the things, okay? All right. Think right. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Anyway, hey y'all, my name is Miss Yancy. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're in my kitchen and we're about to cook something from the garden. Okay, so we're about to do a little bit of garden to table. You know, we do this every Sunday. This is our vibe over here. So if you're new here, every Sunday we go live and we cook something from the garden. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be making quite a few things and they're very easy. So today's going to be like a very simple recipe. The main thing that we're cooking is the fried fish stew, fried fish and pepper stew that we're going to pair with some boiled Ghana yams, and I'll show you guys how to prepare all of that. Along the way, you know, it's football Sunday and my husband's watching the game, so we're gonna make some little snacks for him, like some roasted lamb, some gizzard, some grilled gizzard, some fried plantains, all of the things. So we're gonna just make like a little bit of, you know, things here and there, but the main course here is the fried fish and pepper stew, aka gravy in Liberia, but we're gonna use seafood, and we are going to get started. All right, so happy Sunday. Let's go and cheers. Tonight I have my wine because, you know, why not? It's Sunday. But all right, y'all, let me show you guys the ingredients. Let's get started. Cheers. If you drink wine, cheers to you. Grab your wine, pull it out. It's about to be a vibe. And yeah, about to cook something real delicious. Come along, y'all. Oh, I said cheers and I didn't even drink it with y'all. Oh, tonight smells really good. We have some red. It's a red blend, I believe. My husband poured it for me. All right. All right, y'all. Let me show y'all these ingredients so we can get started. Okay. Let me see the comments really quickly. Hey, Maureen. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey y'all, hit the like button. Yes, please do not forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and share the live with anyone. Go ahead and share the live if you have Facebook. Go ahead and share it on there because what we're cooking today, I think a lot of people would definitely be interested. It is very delicious and it's so easy to cook, and you probably already have all of the ingredients in your house already. So let me show y'all, okay? So for the fried pepper stew, this is, you know, the main ingredient, which is the peppers. So this right here is bell peppers. These are red bell peppers mixed with jalapenos, like basically a whole bunch of different type of red peppers. Like y'all know I grew the big Thai peppers. They're kind of spicy, but not that spicy. So we have some what's the other red pepper? We have some paprika in here, the Luchara paprika and the Hungarian paprika as well. So when you get your bell peppers, it doesn't have to be red. You could use green bell peppers as well. But you know, for flavor purposes, use different types of peppers. Don't just use one type. You can use just one type, but you know, if you want to spice it up, try to use, you know, different types of peppers. Okay. Hey y'all, hey, please say hi back in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay. So now for our protein, we have our fish. So this fish right here is croaker. So this is a croaker. This is wild caught and it's croaker. I just, you know, slice it up and put some spices on it. And this has been sitting in my freezer for about a week or two. I told you guys, you know, I try to season my food in advance, you know, when I know I'm about to cook. And we did a poll on what we should cook today. It was between what we're about to prepare now and the okra soup and fufu. Since we didn't cook that you guys, a lot of people wanted me to cook that today as well, but it seemed like this one won. So we're cooking this today, and then maybe we'll cook the okra next week Sunday with the fufu, because it's getting cold and we need, you know, some delicious soup in our life. So with the fish, we're going to have fish, and then we're also going to have, you know, some shrimp over here. It's already been deveined, and some of the skin, some of them still have the skin on them. Some of them have not been deveined. Some of them have. And I just bought it that way. Oh, well, it is what it is. And then we have some fresh parsley. You're going to see we're going to be using a ton of herbs today. And then in our food processor, we have some ginger, garlic, spicy pepper, like habaneros, and all of that good stuff. That's what we have in here, okay? And some more jalapenos and things like that. So those are the things that we have in here. And then the last thing that we're going to add is our tomatoes. Remember, we roasted these tomatoes. I think I showed you guys the process of how I roast my tomatoes from the garden. So these are roasted tomatoes that I blended. So these are roasted with onions, garlic, and ginger. I roasted it in the oven, and then I blended it into a puree. And then I have it, you know, I store it in the freezer. So this is, you know, one of the ones that I did. So those are our main ingredients. Now, the other things that I told you guys that we're cooking today, after we get this started, we're going to, I'll show you guys them. But first thing first, we're about to fry the fish, okay? All right, let's see. Let's block some people really quickly because we don't have time for trolls tonight, okay? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I think I saw Texas. Hey, Texas. Yes, that's fish. That's croaker. Hey, Miss Yancy. Vanessa here from Maryland. Oh, right in my neighborhood. Hey, neighbor. I have been watching you. I enjoy your harvest videos. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Good evening. Watching from Humble, Texas. Hey, Texas in the house. All right, y'all. Y'all need to keep telling us where you're watching from as we get started. So I am going to be using this skillet right here. That's where we'll be cooking our stew. So I am about to, you know, let the pot get hot. And then we're going to pour some oil in there so we can get started with frying the fish. The first thing first that we're going to do is to fry the fish. That is the first. I hope you guys can see what we're doing. Let me get the oil. Let me show you what oil we'll be using. All right, y'all. So we are going to be using some avocado oil. You can use any oil you want. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. Please go ahead and continue to like the stream. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight, and do not forget to let us know where you're watching from. This another cook with me, and I think y'all are really gonna like this one. I really do. I think y'all gonna really enjoy making this one. It's so easy to make, so easy. Hey, New Jersey. Happy Sunday, y'all. It is Sunday. Sunday is usually like, I try to do like self-care on Sundays. But I also, y'all know that I like to cook on Sundays as well. I like to cook on Saturdays, really, and rest on Sundays. But sometimes I don't get to do it. So Sunday is like the best day for me to really cook. Yes, sir. From your voice, I think you're... Oh, is that right? Let's see. Watching from Paris. Wow. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, don't mind the stove, okay? I had some cooking. I did some cooking and stuff, so That's what you guys are seeing. Don't worry about my soul. Worry about what we cooking, okay? All right, so I rinsed the skillet. So that's why I turned the stove on so that it could dry. Now we're gonna add some oil in there, and we're gonna fry the fish first. And we're gonna use this same oil to cook the stew. So the oil that we're using to fry the fish is the same oil that we're using to cook the stew. But while the oil is getting hot, let's go ahead and start seasoning our shrimp. I like to season the shrimp. Hey, John on duty. Please go ahead and like the stream, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Continue to let us know where you're watching from. Continue to let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All right, put this over here. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of seasoning on this while the oil gets hot. How are you guys doing? Barbara from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. ATL in the house. This is some garlic powder that I'm adding to the shrimp right now. This is some onion powder that we're adding. Okay. This is some ground cayenne pepper that we're adding to the shrimp. Hey, Illinois. Happy Sunday. I'm watching from Illinois. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. That bright red is beautiful. I know, right? It's so pretty. All right, let's go ahead and I don't know who used. Somebody said, I don't know, avocado oil is for massaging. That's good for you. That's good for you. I don't know since when that was for massaging only. That's weird. That's suspicious. All right, let's go ahead and add some cayenne pepper. I really like seasoning with cayenne pepper because I feel like it locks in the spices that you use. I feel like it locks it in. We're gonna add some complete. And then lastly, we're going to add some sazon. Some sazon. Gonna add some sazon. By the way, you guys can use any oil that you want, okay? Remember, when we cook over here, we're just giving you the basic recipe. Now, cook it the way you want to. Cook it in the style that you want. There are certain things that you may be allergic to that I'm using, and you can substitute it, okay? You can substitute it. I mean, you know, the biggest thing here is just to know the basic ingredients. Once you know the basic ingredients, you can totally do whatever whatever you want, whatever your taste buds is calling for. You don't have to use the exact recipe, but you know the basics. I tend to cook with avocado oil because I really like avocado oil when I'm making stuff like this. And then also, I really like, y'all know I cook with palm oil when I'm making like African food, different types of African food and stuff. But I prefer, if I'm like cooking something like this and you want to try to be a little healthier when it comes to the oils and things like that, I prefer to use avocado oil instead of, what's that other oil? What's that other oil, child? olive oil. I prefer to use avocado oil over olive oil because olive oil has like a very strong taste to it that I just don't like. And it also, it doesn't get as hot as the avocado oil, especially if you're frying. So I think avocado oil can get to like a higher temp, but this is what our shrimp is looking like. Very nice and juicy. All right, let's go ahead and fry our fish because the oil is definitely beyond hot. The oil do not have to be like scorching. All right, let's go ahead and add our fish to the pan. Woo. Be careful, y'all. I know I'm adding like a ton of fish in here. It's because I want this to hurry up and fry. So I'm going to be frying my fish a little bit, you know, on the hard side. We're going to be frying it a little hard. Okay. Alrighty. Let that fry. So while that is cooking, we're going to start spicing up our lamb, because we will be grilling some lamb for my husband and the kitties. So let's let this fry. That's gonna fry for a little bit. So let's come and spice up our lamb. Have you ever used a little bit of butter flavor in your fish oil when you're frying your fish? No, I've never done that, but usually when I'm about to fry some fish, I put some onions and habaneros in the oil to flavor the oil. It gives it a great flavor. But let's go ahead and season our lamb. We're gonna make some grilled lamb. So we're gonna roast some lamb in the air fryer. For the people that can't, you know, that's a little hungry and they want something to snack on. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Let's get to 50 likes, y'all. It's about 149 of you guys watching. Let's try to get a 50 likes. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Got some red in the cup. Now let's go ahead and spice up our lamb. We have some lamb. Yep, you should try it. I put some onions and some habaneros or like any type of super spicy pepper inside of the oil, and then I let it fry for a little bit. It flavors the oil, and then I fry it. I typically do that, you know, when I'm also like frying it to eat like that, if I'm not like putting it in the stew. Like for the stew, you don't really need to fry your fish that way because the stew is already going to have like a lot of flavor in it and stuff. And then you already see that I season my fish like way in advance. I season the fish that you guys see me frying. I seasoned it about a week ago, so it's been marinating for a little bit over a week. So it's been marinating. This is some like lamb that I got from Costco, and my kids really love them some lamb. So I'm just trying to, while our fish fry, this is our little side quest that we're about to get into. We have a couple of side quests that we're going to be getting into while our food cook, because this is really me in the kitchen. I'm doing like a million things at the same time. I've already washed the lamb. I'm just trying to pat it dry a little bit because we're going to be using some dry rub on it. Alrighty.
Wash my hands. Let's see what y'all saying. Thank you guys for liking the video. I see we definitely got an 18. Let's try to get to 50, y'all. Let's try to get to 50, please. Share the video also if you can. That would be really, really helpful, y'all. I would really appreciate it if y'all could share the video on Facebook or wherever that you're able to share the video. And I appreciate y'all for liking it. What type of fish are you frying? I'm using croaker, and the reason why I like the croaker fish is because it does not break up easily, especially when you're cooking like something like what we're about to cook right now. You want a fish that's not going to break up easily into the pot, especially because of the bones situation. You know, you don't want to choke yourself, you know. And the reason why we're also frying the fish hard is going to help it not break up once we start to make the stew and it starts to cook in the stew. You know, it makes it hold together a little bit better when you fry it hard. Miss Kai Young said, oh, I already answered you. Never had lamb. Really? Ooh, I love me some lamb. I'm new here and I just subscribed, and nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Kai. Thank you so much for being here tonight with us. We do this every Sunday. Every Sunday, you know, I posted a poll yesterday for what we should cook today, and this was the winner, so that's what we're making. Do you leave the peppers and onions in when you put the fish in, or do you take it out? Sometimes I leave it in, but then, you know, it's when it fries, it burns. So once it starts to burn, I take it out, but I don't get rid of it. When I take it out, I blend it into whatever it is that I'm making, so to create like, you know, like a seasoning. So I use it, and like fried onions and peppers, like when you put it into like your marinade or whatever mix, like if you want to blend it with your other peppers and things like that that you're adding to your food, it gives it a great flavor. So don't get rid of it. Like you could totally fry it. And I'm going to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about, because I have some on the side that we will be adding to our food tonight. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with me tonight. Let's get to 50 likes, and let me know where you guys are watching from. All right, y'all. So I'm putting some sazon in the lamb. Okay. I love me some lamb, girl. Love me some lamb. Gonna add some of that in there. I can't see y'all comments right now because I'm trying to hurry up and do this so we can flip the fish. This is cayenne pepper, by the way, y'all, that I'm adding in here. All right. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of complete. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of the Goya Sazon, or what is it? Sazonador. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But I like this one because it doesn't have like a huge, like a lot of salt content. It barely has salt. I need to see what the sodium. It says 75 milligram or 2% of salt, which is not a lot. That's not a lot of salt compared to these other seasonings. So I really like using that. When it comes to the lamb do not require like a lot of salty, you know, spices. This is ginger, by the way, if y'all wondering. That's ground ginger. Lamb do not require like a ton of salt. I'll put some onion powder in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna add some crushed peppers. All right. And then we're gonna shake it up. And I'm gonna add one more sazon. And then once we put this in the air fryer, we're gonna flip our fish to the other side so it can fry hard. Alrighty, alrighty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, now get this out the way. That's my air fryer right there. We're going to put some avocado spray so it doesn't stick too much on there. Alrighty. And then we are going to put that on there. Hey y'all, if you guys are just now joining, I'm sorry I can't see your comments. When I'm done putting this in there, I'll take a look. And I'm about to stack these up on here. My kids love them some lamb, so this is just like a fun little snack that they can have while they're waiting for dinner. And when I cleaned the lamb, I removed like a lot of the fat, because you know sometimes the lamb that they sell, it has a lot of fat, and I removed a lot of the fat. All right, I am going to add some more avocado oil spray on top. And then this is going in the air fryer for about 20 minutes. And I'll show you guys what they look like after. But this is what they look like now. So I'll put that in the air fryer and let it go. And then we're going to put it on 370. We're going to put it on 370 for about 20 minutes. Alrighty. Now that we've done that, let's check on our fish and flip it over so it can fry on the other side. Alright. Be careful when you're frying the fish because it can definitely get a little out of hand. I know the fish looks like it's burned. It's not burned, y'all. I'm just frying it really hard. And it has a lot of spices on it, so it looks like it's burned, but it's not. It's just fried really hard. Alrighty. Alright, so now that that has fried, we have flipped that. So now let's come and chop up our yams while that is frying so that we can get started on cooking the yams. All right, y'all, so this is the yam we're using. This is called Ghana yam. If you're not familiar, you could get this in the international market, the Asian market, the African market, any one of those. You can find one of this. This is called Ghana yam, and it's one of my favorite yams to cook with. is very, very bland. It's not like, you know, sweet potatoes or anything like that. It doesn't, it's like very, very bland. It doesn't have like a distinct flavor. It's not sweet and it's not like bitter or anything like that. It's just, you know, I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. Let me read one of these comments. What y'all talking about? Damn lamb chops are seasoned to perfection, honey. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Miss Yancy, where are you in Maryland? I'm in Baltimore County. All right, y'all. Cheers to multitasking. On to the next. So this yam, you can boil it and you can fry it, but we're gonna boil it tonight, okay? Tonight we're gonna boil it. When you fry it, it's like, you know, French fries. You can fry it like, you know, French fry style. It's very, very thick. I'm trying to like see how to, you know, it's not like French fries. You know, French fries is not French fry, but potatoes. Potatoes are kind of like light, but yams are like very, very thick. So it's, you know, it's a little bit on the thick side, okay? The Ghana yam. Hey y'all, hey, continue to let us know where you're watching from, and please like the live. We're trying to get to 50 likes. I appreciate it very, very much. If you could help me accomplish my goal, we're trying to get to 50 likes, okay? All right. This is the pot that we will be cooking it in. So let's go ahead and start chopping this baby up. So this is what it looks like. We're just gonna cut it in some circles. Some circles. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, thanks for being here with me tonight. Please go ahead and like the stream. You know, do all of the YouTube things, okay? Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, do all of the things, okay? All of the things. Please go ahead and like the video, share it. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna cook all of the yam, and that's another thing, right? If you don't want to cook like the whole thing, if you're cooking for yourself, you could like basically just cook half of this and then just let it sit out. It's not gonna go bad. It's not like, you know, potatoes and stuff where you have to like cut the entire thing. You could just cut the amount that you want to cook and then put the rest away for another day. So I'm probably just gonna boil these that we're eating tonight so for it to be fresh. And then the other yams, I'm probably gonna fry it another time. So just to have some fried yams. So I'm gonna leave this one, and then we're going to cook the other one. All right, our fish is definitely looking good. We are about to get it out of the oil, so we can start the stew process. But I would really like to start boiling this. I'm actually gonna fry the shrimp as well. I'm actually gonna fry the shrimp as well. Well, you know, it doesn't take long for shrimp to fry anyway, or it doesn't take long, you know, for shrimp to get ready. So we should be good. Also, y'all don't forget, we use all of this, the peeling and stuff like that. We use all of that stuff for compost. So I'm going to be composting all of this, so this stuff go right back into my garden, which is pretty cool. Okay. I'm just, you know, peeling it. Also, by the way, y'all don't have to use these yams. Y'all can use whatever yams you want. Whatever. The stew we're making, it tastes really good with rice. It tastes really good with sweet potatoes. Any kind of yam of your choice. If you guys are talking to me, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to see it because I am not looking at the chat right now. So I'll look at it when I get there. So if your comments went past, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to hurry up. Y'all know we multitasking over here, right? We multitasking, honey. So I'm not going to cut the entire yam because my kids, they're not going to eat the yams. Maybe my daughter might, but my son, he doesn't really care for it unless it's fried. He likes the fried yams, but he don't really care about the boiled yams. So, but yes, y'all. Did you guys watch my latest video? So the video that I posted yesterday is from about 2 weeks ago. It was from October 1st. I've been having like issues, you know, with my computer and things like that. That's why I haven't had the opportunity to get it out to you guys. So, you know, life just been lifing. But I hope you guys watch the video. Go ahead and watch the video and support it, okay? And then also, I'm going to harvest tomorrow. I haven't been in my garden for a week. And I haven't watered the garden for a week. So only God knows what I'm about to see. Only God knows what I'm about to encounter. So y'all pray for me. Because I have not been in that garden in about a week. Okay? So I'm scared, y'all. I know it's going to be a bunch of harvest that has to go down tomorrow. And then last week we had 2 days where the temperatures went below 50 degrees. So, you know, you guys might see like stuff like this. If you guys decide to get this yam, y'all might see like stuff like this in the yam. Just take it out. It's not bad. Like, just, you know, dig it out. Don't throw it away, okay? Don't throw the whole thing away. If you're able to salvage it, you can, you know, like what I'm doing right now. I'm just removing, you know, like those parts. And it's still edible. Alright, our fish is definitely ready. But I definitely want to finish peeling this before I head to the stove. I lowered the stove a little bit under the fish so it doesn't like burn, you know, too much. But I really like, whenever like I'm cooking stews like this, I really like to fry the fish really hard just so that it does not break up in the stew or the soup. Because, you know, you don't want to be dealing with bones, you know, and things like that when you're trying to eat and choking. So when you fry the fish super hard and you go to cook the stew, it does not break up in the stew easily. And my favorite fish to fry when I'm cooking this is the croaker, which is what we're frying right now. For some of you guys that are just joining us and wondering what fish are we frying, we're frying croaker. And I like croaker because it's one of the fish that's in the store that is wild caught. It's not farm raised. So I try to stay away from farm raised fish. You know, we're just trying, man. We trying as much as we can because we poison our body enough with a lot of things, and where we can help it, I try to help it, you know. So where we can help it, I try to help it. Only God knows. Alright, we're definitely done. I'm about to put this in my compost. We're gonna rinse the yams, put it on the fire, and then take the fish out and then continue, okay? Woo! Lord, y'all, my phone almost dropped in the water. That would have been tragic. Tragic. Alright, let me put this in there. And then we are going to get started. Let's go ahead and wash this. Hey y'all, hey, thanks for being here and thanks for liking the video. Please continue to like. Please continue to like. Thanks for being here. All right, you're just gonna, rinse it. Rinse the yams. And when you're cooking the yams, you could go ahead and put like a little bit of salt in it while you're cooking it, or a little bit of butter. I'm not gonna do any of that for ours. We're gonna keep it as bland as possible because the stew already is gonna be very flavorful. So it does not need, I don't need to like basically season the yams. But you can, add some butter or, anything of that sort to it. So. Alrighty. Alright. Nice and clean. Let's come and take our fish out. Let me find something to take the fish out. It's nice and fried hard. So let me find where we're gonna keep it. Nice and hard. I don't know if y'all can see. I know it looks like it's burned. It's not burned, y'all. These are like the parts that look like it's burned and stuff. Those are like the spices. Remember, I added like some herbs and stuff, things like parsley and things like that. I added it to the spice, so that's what looks burned, but it's not burned. I was going to fry the shrimp, but I don't think it's necessary. So we're just gonna get started on with the stew. So first thing first, we're going to add to our skillet. Yep, I don't buy farm raised either. Let me see one of your comments real quick before I get started. I have been trying to stay away from farm raised, but saw some delicious trout the other day and had to get it, but it's only every once in a blue moon I get farm raised. I understand. I totally understand. I try to, I try my best, where you can help it, and wild caught is definitely more expensive. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, we're gonna add some onions. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and add some onions to the pot. And y'all, not only does this taste good, it smells amazing. Amazing. And it is something that cooks really, really quickly. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for liking the video. We're almost at 50 likes. Thanks, y'all. Let's get to 50, y'all. All right, so now that we've added our onions to the oil, this right here is garlic, ginger, and some spicy pepper like jalapenos and things like that. We're gonna add that in. The onions is frying. It doesn't need to, fry for like a long time. All of these things are about to fry together, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and add it now. And this is like such a all-purpose type of stew. And you could eat this with everything. I'm telling you, you can eat this with some rice. You can eat it with any kind of yams. You can eat it by itself. I know people who make this because they want to eat the fish out of it, by itself, or they'll eat it with like bread, and use the stew as like a dip for some bread and use it like a side. So we're gonna add that. As this is frying, we are going to add our other pepper, the main cocoa, like my husband would say. All right. Now we are going to add our, oh no, I am so sorry. I am just a home cook. Praying for you and your family. I hope everything is okay. Definitely you could come back to watch it anytime you want. I hope everything works out. Sorry about that. Thanks for being on here with us tonight. I really appreciate it. All right, so this right here is remember the peppers that I blended with you guys last week when I was showing you guys like how I process like my peppers from my garden. These are the peppers that we processed last week from the garden, and we put in a food processor, and I showed you guys how I strain it with the cheesecloth and all that good stuff. This is what this is. This is that pepper, and this pepper is mixed with like a bunch of different peppers. It has some jalapenos, a lot of red bell peppers, some Asian peppers like Thai peppers, like all the peppers you can think about, okay, is in this baby right here, okay? Alrighty, so we're really going to allow this to like fry for like a little bit. The recipe is in the video, honey. You can absolutely rewind if you want to see anything specific. We're going, through how to prepare this, okay? I really need like a longer wooden spoon. This wooden spoon is so short. I need something longer. All right. So I'm going to allow this to fry for a little bit before we start adding any spices or anything like that to it. I'm just going to let it fry a little bit. And while it is frying for a little bit, we are going to come and put our yams on the stove so it can start boiling, because this is going to be done very, very soon. Like, it does not take long to cook. It's very, very simple. That's what I was telling you guys. This is like one of the simplest recipes that we will prepare on this channel, but it's not only just because it's simple, it is extremely delicious, and it's multi-purpose. You can eat it with so many things. So many things. Alrighty, let's come add some water to our pot for our yams. Add some water to our yams. Uh-oh, it looks like our lamb is ready. Right on time. Right on time. All right. So when you're boiling your yams, you just want the water to, cover the top. It's not going to need this much water to cook. This typically, is done within like 10 to 15 minutes. And it possibly can be done earlier than that. You just have to check to make sure, I'll show you guys how to check to know that it's done, that it's cooked well. So, alrighty. We're going to put it on the stove and let it cook. All right. No, I'm not eating this with spaghetti. I'm eating it with the yams that I just showed you. Guys. That's what we're eating it with today. We're eating it with that yam. All right. While that is frying, we're going to check on our lamb chops because it is ready. And when this pepper stew is done, the oil should come on top because this is like a fried stew type of thing. So the oil you should start to see the oil, even if you don't cook with like a lot of oil. You should start to see like a little bit of oil bubbles, on the top of it. That's how you know like it's really fried very well. That's how you know that it is fried very, very well. Let's come and check on our lamb chops, because y'all know we got some side quests going on here, right? We have some side quests going on here. Yes, it is actually, it's very nutritious. You know, you could, when you're cooking this, you don't have to use as much oil as I use. You know, it's not necessary. But it does make the stew, I guess, mix well. So you could totally, you know, use as little oil as possible, as you know, up to you. But it's very, very good. It's very, very good. Hey, Vladia. All right, y'all, let's come check on our lamb choppy while this is frying. Let's come check on the girls and see what they talking about. Over here, let me get a plate that we are going to put it on. Happy Sunday if you're just now joining us. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Cheers. We're drinking some red wine. Okay. Happy Sunday. Alright, let's go and check on our red wine. Wow, I feel special. You said my name right. It doesn't seem too hard. But I'm glad I said it right. I really hate getting people's name wrong, because you know, that's your name, that's your identity, you know. Always demand people say your name right, because that's who you are. That's your identity. And I'm glad I said it right. Alright. It's ready, y'all. It's ready. Let's see what this baby's looking like. Ooh, it's so juicy. So let me tell y'all, it is juicy, okay? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Crispy on this side. Alright. So this is, if you're just not joining us, you're like, where in the world did lamb come from? So we got a bunch of side quests other than what we're cooking for dinner today. So this is some snacks that I'm making for my husband and the kids, because you know they're watching the game, and while they wait for dinner, they really like them some lamb. So I like to, you know, make something yummy for them as they wait until dinner is ready. But if you were here earlier and you saw how we spiced it up, this is what it looks like, okay? And it's definitely going to be a little spicy because we added some cayenne pepper and some pepper flakes. And we cooked it on 370 for 20 minutes. So it's not dry. I should go ahead and cut one of them with you guys, so I can see how juicy it is. Okay. See how juicy. Sharon looks delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you guys for liking the video. Oh my gosh, we definitely went over what we were trying to go over. Thank you so much. Please continue to like the video. Let's get to 100 likes. Let me get a knife so we can cut it, okay? Let me get a knife so we can cut one of them. This one gonna be mine. Let me get a little closer. I need y'all to see all of this, okay? I need y'all to see all of this. I need y'all to see. First of all, look at how juicy this is. I don't know if y'all can see how juicy it is, but woo. For some of you guys that say you've never tried lamb or never had it, do y'all see all this juice? You see all of that, and it's still very well done, but very juicy. I don't eat rare, and if I do, it will probably be like medium rare or medium well, not medium rare. Definitely no rare. So it's well done, but it's still very juicy. Okay. All right. But it's not why we here, y'all. We here to make some fried fish and pepper stew, but this was like our little side quest. Oh my. I wish y'all could try this. Okay. Y'all need to try this recipe. I feel bad eating this while y'all watching. Alright. Oh my god, that's so good. Alright, we're gonna add the remaining of it into the air fryer. Alright, 1 second, y'all. Alright, this is what it looks like when after we season it. So I'm about to put that in there. Y'all know we spray a little bit of avocado oil before we put it in there. And I'm using 2 different spatulas, if you're wondering, okay? It's not the same thing. You don't want to use the same thing. I'm just going to put that in there. I only have like 2 more left. My kid's going to be so happy. All right, we need to come and work on our stew. You'll see I put it on 370 and then for 20 minutes. And we're good to go. I love me an air fryer, honey. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Uh-oh. Pepper's starting to burn a little bit, but it's fine. All right, now it's time to add some seasonings. It's time for us to add some seasonings to this. And add our shrimp, because we're going to allow the shrimp to cook in here with this. And we're going to add our tomato, our roasted tomatoes to this, and some parsley. Uh-oh. Thing keep falling on the freaking stove. What tips you want? What tips you talking about? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and put some seasonings in here. Okay. Let's add some seasonings. Please go ahead and get you some ground ginger, because, I mean, come on. It's the best. Okay. What makes this stew taste so good is the addition of just so many herbs to it. All right. You know. Same old, same old. Gonna add some of that. What is it? Sazonador? I'm not gonna try. Complete. All right. Onion powder. And based on the quantity, you're gonna know how much to add. Please, y'all don't ask me about any kind of measurements on this channel, because I don't measure a thing, okay? I do whatever my ancestors tell me to do. But what I will say is, when you're cooking, especially if you're cooking something that you are not used to, black pepper. What you want to do is make sure that you start off with your seasonings very light. You know, season very lightly as the food cooks, as it dries. Taste it, and then check again, see if it need anything. This is garlic powder. Check again, see if it need anything, and then this is cayenne, ground cayenne pepper. You know, check and see if it need anything, and then you know, go accordingly. So it's always good to start off light, and then, you know, uh, add later on, versus adding too much in the beginning and then you're not able to take away later on, because then you mess around and be too salty, you know. All right, we're gonna add some sazon, y'all. We're gonna add some sazon, because sazon make everything taste good. Sazon, this seasoning is one of my favorite seasonings to like add to my combination of seasonings for chicken. Like when I'm seasoning my chicken, I love adding this sazon and adding some like pepper flakes amongst all the other spices that y'all just saw here. And when I tell you, when you grill that chicken, either if it's on like the regular grill outside, or in the oven, or in the air fryer, oh my God, you will not regret it. You will not regret it, okay? All right, so we added some sazon. All right. Now, we're about to add our other stuff in here. I'm actually about to add the shrimp, because I want the shrimp to cook. The fish is already cooked, you know, for the most part. Let's go ahead and taste this. Okay. Very good. But I will need to add more spices to it. Whew. It's getting hot in here. Let me get the shrimp. Babe, the lamb is ready. We're gonna go ahead and add some shrimp in here. I probably don't need to add all of that shrimp. Just so I could cook with it. I'll add it. And I'm just gonna add, you know, a little bit of water from the seasonings. Okay. Add our shrimp in our baby. Ooh, it is hot. It is so hot in this house. I think it's all the lights I have around me. Got me sweating. And it's really cold outside. All right. Let's go ahead. We're gonna add some fresh parsley, okay? Wow, it's a lot of you guys watching. Thank you for being here. Please let us know where you're watching from, and continue to like and share the live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Is there anyone here who can tell me what she is cooking? Oh, I am making some fried fish and pepper stew, aka Liberian gravy, and I'm using a ton of peppers, like bell peppers mixed with jalapenos and a bunch of other type of peppers like Asian, Thai, you know, and things like that, paprika, all of them from my garden. That's what we're making. It's fish stew with some lamb chops on the side. Thank you guys for letting them know. Thank you. And we're also making some yams to eat with it. All right, so we're gonna add some of this. This is fresh parsley. I love cooking with parsley. I'm also gonna add some dry parsley to this. Gonna add that to it. So this stew, you can eat it with yams, and you can eat it with rice, and you can eat it by itself. Okay, eat it with whatever you want. Alrighty. So now we're going to add some of our roasted tomatoes to it. We're gonna add some roasted tomatoes to it. Let me get a spoon to add our roasted tomatoes. I think I roasted it with you guys. I can't remember. But if I didn't roast it with you guys, I showed you guys how I roasted on my shorts. So we have some roasted tomatoes, you know, from my garden. Y'all know how I roasted, and then with some garlic, ginger, a bunch of peppers, and all of that good stuff, and put it in my freezer. That's how I process a lot of the tomatoes from my garden. We're gonna add some of that to it. Okay. Honestly, I feel like this skillet is too small for what we're cooking. I didn't think it was gonna be this much. So, oh well. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be pouring everywhere, and I'm gonna absolutely have to wash this stove. Sorry, y'all, if I'm not giving y'all, you know, those fancy influencers cooking videos, you know, how to be cooking in like a white kitchen and it be looking like they don't live there. This is a real house, okay? So this is a real house, and you might see a little bit of mess here and there. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and taste it. I'm gonna add the rest of the tomatoes. Oh my gosh, y'all need to, if you guys have a garden and you don't know what to do with your tomatoes, if you have like a surplus of tomatoes, please go ahead and roast your tomatoes with some garlic, ginger, onions. I promise you, you are not going to regret it. It tastes so good. Especially when you want to cook, it saves on a lot of prepping. It saves a lot on prepping. You know? Alright. We're gonna add some chicken noir to the spice in here, and then for real, we're just gonna let it fry for a little bit, and then it's gonna be done, and we're just waiting for the yams to cook. Just waiting for the yams to cook. But very, very good. Very, very good. And these shrimp's gonna taste so good in here. Wait till I add the fish, y'all. Oh my lord. So this right here is what I was telling you guys about. I'm gonna add some of this. This right here is like fried. Remember I was telling y'all, I fried the pepper, onions, and stuff like that. I fry it in the oil when I'm about to fry fish or plantains or anything like that. So what I did was I added some other herbs. You can add like other herbs, you know, in the oil before you fry your fish and things like that to add some flavor to the oil. Once I'm done, I blend it with like some chicken noir, and I put it in here because you can eat this with like chicken, like, you know, as a what is it, like a sauce or anything like that. Or you could add it to your food as you're cooking. So that's what I'm about to add some in here. And it's very spicy, but that's what that is. So somebody was asking me after I put the onions and the peppers and things like that in the oil to spice up the oil, what do I do with it after? That's what I do with it, and I add it to my cooking. Or I add it to you know, different things, like you see how we're making lamb and stuff like that right now. I would totally add it to like my lamb and the yams, you know, like together. So that's what I use with it. It's like another form of some seasonings. I just like saying seasoning like that, y'all. Okay. We're gonna let this, we're gonna cover this up a little bit and let it cook for a little bit. And we have another side quest that we're about to do. We're about to make some grilled gizzard. I know y'all like, what the hell? A gizzard. Yes, y'all. I'm about to show y'all another snack that you can make in your house. If you don't mind eating gizzard. I know some people are like, hell, so no, I don't eat gizzard. But I promise you, it tastes good. Tastes really good. Clearly, this skillet is too small for what we're doing, but it is what it is. We're committed at this point. But if you're just cooking for yourself, you probably don't have to use like the quantity that I'm using. And remember, you know, y'all know how I cook, right? You know, we cook to save some in the freezer for another time. So I always try to make like a good amount to save for later. Put that baby in the freezer. All right. Now if you've been cooking on here with me, what do you think I'm about to add next? Now, everything else I'm adding next is very optional. You guys don't have to add it. It tastes really good the way it is, but I'm extra and I don't follow the rules. So I'm about to add something else. And I feel like if you've been cooking with me, you know exactly what I'm about to add next. 1 second. Now, y'all know I couldn't cook anything without some ground shrimp, right? Y'all know we about to add some ground shrimp in there, right? Y'all know we about to add some ground shrimp in there. And then some chicken noir cubes. We're going to add some in there. Okay. So this is ground shrimp powder. You can get this from any international market, Asian market. But make sure when you're getting it from the Asian market, make sure you get like an African brand. You know, make sure it's like an African brand. Don't get like the Asian brand. So we're gonna add some chicken noir. This is really just for like the salt content. Like the other seasonings that we added doesn't really have like a lot of salt in it. This really was for like the flavor, you know, to have like all the herbs and things like that in there. Now this is just for salt content. All right. And we're gonna cover this up and let it cook for a little bit. And then we're gonna start working on our chicken gizzard that we're about to grill. This is Sazon, if you're wondering, that I'm adding right now. The amount of peppers I put in here, you'll be shocked that it's not even spicy. It's not, you know, as spicy as I thought it would be, which is totally fine. Because I definitely use a bunch of spicy peppers in here for sure. I use a bunch of spicy peppers in here. We're gonna let this fry for about 5 minutes and then we're gonna add the fish. And once we add the fish and let it fry for another 5 minutes, the stew is really done. Remember, the fish is fried, so it's already pretty much cooked. Adding it in here is just so that it can marinate with the rest of the sauce. And clearly the shrimp is cooked. You know, it doesn't take long for shrimp to cook anyway. So, let's see. Okay, I'm happier about the salt content. I think it's perfect. I think it is perfect. I think we're all good. Also, I squeezed out a lot of the water content from the bell peppers. That's why it looked like that. If you want it to be like more of a stew, you could definitely leave, you know, some water content inside of it, inside of like the bell peppers. You don't have to squeeze it all out, but I definitely squeezed out a lot of the water, because you know bell peppers, man, they have a lot of water. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot, y'all. Before we do the gizzard, we have to fry some plantains for my husband because he wants some fried plantains. So we're about to fry some plantains for him. So let's come chop up the plantains while this cook. Okay. Alrighty. Perfecto. I love me some gizzards too. All right, let me cover it. Where they look good. Not ready yet. So, alrighty. Hey y'all, hey, thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Okay. We're about to cut some plantains so we can fry some. All right. We're about to fry some plantains. Let me know where you're watching from, y'all. New York in the house. You've never had plantains? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, cheers. Ooh, our lamb is ready. Fried plantains is a really good combination to go with the lamb. All right. Let's come get started on cutting these plantains. By the way, I also add the plantains to my compost. It's a great source to compost. It has a lot of nutrients and things like tomatoes and peppers. They love the plantain peeling. They thrive from it, especially tomatoes and peppers. So I definitely add the plantain, whatchamacallit, to the plantain peeling to my compost. We compost a lot of the things that we cook here. The only thing I don't compost are meat byproducts. I only compost veggies, you know, fruits and things like that. And during the summer, if I like purchase plantains to cook, I make a plantain or banana water. I think I've talked to you guys on here about it before. That's one of the fertilizers that I use, one of the natural fertilizers that I use for my gardening. I will gather all of the plantain and banana peelings and then put it in, like, you know, one of those buckets from like Home Depot, like those paint buckets, those really big buckets, and then I fill it up with water and let it sit for about a week, and then I use that to water like my peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that, because they really thrive on it. They love it. All right, our lamb is ready, so I'm about to put the oil on the fire, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. And I'm gonna show y'all what I mean by putting the onions and pepper in the oil. Alrighty. I'm about to get my phone so I can see some of y'all comments. While our stew cook, I'm able to look at some of y'all comments. Ooh. Our yam is cooking. And y'all, the stew is like pretty much ready, honestly. It's pretty much ready. It's pretty much ready. All right. Let's see what the people are talking about in here. See what y'all talking about. Hopefully y'all can see what I am doing. Okay. Cheers. Happy Sunday. Alexandria in the house. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Michigan in the house. Portugal. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Tennessee in the house. Yes. Y'all keep letting me know where y'all watching from. Hartford County. Okay. I live in Hartford County. Hartford County in the house. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. We doing all of the things, okay? We are doing all of the things. Pennsylvania in the house. Is that South Carolina in the house? Yep. Philadelphia in the house. Okay. St. Louis in the house. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Bloomington, Indiana in the house. Mississippi in the house. Jamaica in the house. Okay. Okay, okay. Wow. Welcome, welcome, y'all. Welcome. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. Wow, it's 8 o'clock, y'all. That's crazy. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. South Carolina in the house. Okay. If y'all wonder what I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my phone to see y'all messages. Come on, keep going. Let me know. Let me know. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Thanks, Donzel. Canada in the house. Yes, we international. We international, honey. And y'all do not. Atlanta, Georgia in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the stew that we're making, right? It tastes really good with fried plantains and boiled plantains. So what we're making is so versatile. You can eat it with so many things. So many things. Oh man, I wish I could read the language. Ciao. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what any of this means, but Alexander, thank you so much for being here tonight. I wish I could read that, but I can't. Wherever that's from. But welcome, Alexander in the house. Memphis in the house, honey. Okay, so I'm seeing like a lot of southern states in the house, and y'all know I love me the southern states because y'all got some good food, okay? Y'all got some good food, and your girl love to eat, okay? And I love trying new things. I love trying new things. What's some of the things y'all be cooking over there? What are some of the things y'all be cooking? Let me know. Also, what you guys cooking for Thanksgiving this year? So hear me out, right? My birthday is actually the day of Thanksgiving, like on Thanksgiving Day. And my birthday is a holiday period other than it being on Thanksgiving. And I like to relax on my birthday. I don't like to be bothered. I don't want to cook for nobody. I want to be catered to. And it's like, God has a funny sense of humor because he made sure I was born around Thanksgiving where my mother and my grandmother all, taught me how to cook. And, now I'm the chief cook in the house. So what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving? Cause it's my birthday. We might be going to Costco and go get a rotisserie chicken, y'all. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking, and I do not like rotisserie chicken. The only thing that tastes good on that chicken is the skin, and then after that, it's like I have to add all my own seasonings and stuff. I feel like I always have to like put it back in the oven because it don't be looking done. Okay, Alexander, what you say? Hi, Miss Yams. Nice to meet you. Okay, nice to meet you, Alexander. Thanks for being here. Where you watching from? It looks like the language seems like some type of Italian. Are you in Italy? Don't get me lying, but hey, Sandra. Thanks for being here, y'all. I'm having so much fun with y'all tonight. I'm having so much fun in the house. Everybody in the house tonight. But yeah, y'all. I don't feel like cooking. Let's check on our steel because that's another thing. Y'all want to make sure that it doesn't burn at the make sure that it doesn't burn on the bottom. USA here. I know that's right. USA in the house. Make sure that it doesn't burn on the bottom. Just try to stir the bottom and stuff because when it burns on the bottom, it does not taste good. And if it happens to burn on the bottom after you're done cooking, try to take all of it out of the pot that you cooked it in and transfer it to like a big bowl or another pot just so it doesn't sit, because I know you might want it to cool down before you move it, but don't let it cool down. If it burns on the bottom, don't let it cool down. Transfer it, as safe as possible to another pot. And then because when it cools down and it sits in a pot that has like the burnt bottom, those burnt flavors is going to come into the stew, and you do not want that. It's like it doesn't taste good. So okay, that looks like teapot burning. Oh, okay. Tonight I made meatloaf, barbecue chicken, potato salad, and string beans with some cornbread. Damn, girl. You making me, I'm about to move in with you. Invite me over for Thanksgiving so I don't have to cook. I'm looking at my husband like, so what y'all cooking for Thanksgiving? Because, yeah, that's my birthday. Okay? That's my birthday. I think I'm going to show you guys how I make my my whole chicken for Thanksgiving. Anyway, we're about to add the fish, y'all. We're about to add the fish. It's the grand finale. We're about to add the fish. About to add the fish to this baby right here. Okay. That tastes so good. But this the fish, y'all. I'm gonna keep one so I can eat it like that. That's what it look like. And I fried it hard, so it's a little crunchy. So a little crunchy. Okay. Yo, whenever I'm cooking, I be cracking myself up. and thinking about my grandma, may her soul rest in peace. Because I always be tasting what I'm cooking. And my grandma used to be so mad. She be like, whenever I was cooking, she was like, okay, by the time you're done, you're going to be full. All that tasting you're doing in there. But she be like, don't be putting all that spit in our food with all that tasting. She used to have me cracking up, yo. I'm like, man, I'm in the kitchen slaving. I deserve the taste, okay? I need more than a taste. I need a bite. All right, so we added our fish. Okay. I like to scrape all the seasonings out and add it in there. All right. And then we're gonna check and see if our yams are ready. They should be ready. I think they've been boiling for at least 15 minutes now. They should be ready. At this point, the stew is ready, y'all. We just gonna let it let the fish, you know, be in there for like the next 5 to 10 minutes so it can marinate with the stew. So just so that, you know, all of the flavors of the stew can go inside of the fish. Because we're really big on flavors around these parts. We don't just eat food bland. We don't like bland. We like the flavors to go all up in everything that we're eating, everything we're cooking. I want you, when you're eating my food, I want you like to feel like, I want it to take you to a place, you know? I want you to be mesmerized. Like, I want you to feel like you're sitting down somewhere, wherever that flavor is taking you. So I cook with less salt, but more spice, aka herbs and things like that. And this right here, what I forgot to add was some curry powder. You could totally add curry powder to this, especially if you're going to eat it with rice. You want to add a little bit of curry powder into the stew. I could still add it now, but I don't think I'm going to. I would have added at the stage where I was adding all the peppers and stirring it together. Babe, you know I need you to taste, because the stew is pretty much ready. I just need you to taste it to make sure you're good with the salt content. And then I'll go ahead and get your food. Can you come and taste it for me? But y'all, this is pretty much the stew, y'all. Thanks, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the stew is pretty much ready, y'all. I have the stove on like medium low. Baby, please come and taste it so I could close the pot. Let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and check on our yams. See if our yams are ready. It's good? Yeah, I think it's good too. All right, I think the yams are ready if you're ready to eat. All right, y'all. To check to see if the yams are ready, you're just going to use your fork and, you know, poke it in. Just like if you was boiling potatoes to see if it's ready. You'll see that, you know, it's soft. If your fork can go inside of it very easily, it's ready. And this is definitely ready for sure. It's definitely ready. So everything's good. Now, I'm just going to fry some plantains. I'm going to pour that out. Fry some plantains. So the oil for the plantains is back there. So I'm about to switch. I'm about to put this back there and put this in the front. But let me show y'all what I'm talking about when I add like onions to the oil. I'm gonna add some onions. That not only does it tell you that the oil is hot, it also flavors the oil. A Yankee woman frying plantain. Babe, that's a Nigerian saying, right? Yankee. I know. So y'all calling me Yankee, eh? I'm gonna tell my husband. I'm African honey. All right. So the stew is pretty much ready. It was easy to make, right? Y'all let me know in the comments. Was this an easy recipe as promised? Because I know sometimes people be like, oh, this is an easy recipe. And then come to find out it got like 50 million steps. Come to find out I be having like 50 million steps. A Yankee gal frying plantain. Whatever. All right, let me show y'all. Whatever. I'm going to add some habaneros to the oil. I'm Liberian and Ghanaian honey. Add some, so we add some onions and habanero to the oil. Greetings from Iceland. Wow, I would love to visit Iceland. My goodness. Welcome. We are international. And y'all, this would really be good if y'all boil some eggs to add to this, like some boiled eggs added to the side. I'm trying to tell you. I know this looks similar to that stew that we made last time. We made like some fried pepper stew, but we use palm oil. This is a little different. This time we use avocado oil. Hubby is Nigerian. He's Nigerian. All right, let's come and cut this plantain. Let's come and cut our plantain so that we can get it ready to fry. Okay? Let's cut this plantain. Hey, don't judge me, okay? Especially a lot of you guys from the islands. Don't come on here and judge how I fry my plantain, okay? I'm gonna block you. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna block you, but I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you. Don't be talking about how I fry my plantain. Okay? I'm instantly hungry. Tell him. Let's see what trash Frank over here talking. Tell him I said put some pomo in that stew. Unfortunately, I don't like pomo. I'm guessing you're Nigerian too. Because you're what you're saying. Where are you from? What part of Nigeria are you from? What's your tribe? I don't like pomo. I don't like it. And if you guys are wondering what pomo is, it's pretty much cow skin. For some of you guys that have no clue what Frank is talking about. Frank just want to be over here judging me on how I'm cooking. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like pomo. I'm sure my husband like it though. I'm sure he likes it. But it's not my favorite. Y'all, you could cut your plantains however you want. Doesn't have to be, you know, how I'm doing mine. Do whatever make you happy, okay? Don't let Frank judge you. Don't let Frank judge you on your plantain frying skills, y'all. Okay? Let's see, what y'all talking about? They said you a good cook. I would be worrying about what people say about how I cook because I know I am a good cook. Aw. Yeah, I don't worry about what nobody has to say because at the end of the day, you know, everybody is from a different culture. And even though we may eat similar things, we all cook it different. We all cook it different. That's why when people come on here and try to tell me how I should make something, I'm like, you might want to go create your own YouTube channel and start teaching people how you cook yours. Because don't come over here trying to tell me how to cook mine. I cook mine how I want to cook it. And if you don't like it, that's a you problem, okay? It's not a me problem, it's a you problem. As long as you have the ingredients, you know, you have the main ingredients. Now, based on whatever you're seeing, cook it to your liking. Like I see people cook all the time things that I like, and I switch a lot of things that they add in it because there are certain things I can't eat or certain things I don't like and I'm not gonna eat and I don't add it to it. So you just have to be creative, and that's how you learn how to cook. Learning how to cook is not going by the recipe to a T. It's adding your own little special, you know, unique style to it. That's what makes it yours instead of you cooking somebody else's food, if you get what I'm saying. It's like you can cook somebody else's food, but try to make it yours. What makes it yours? You don't have to do, you know, what everybody else is doing. All right, this is going in my compost. All right. So for the plantains, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on it, and then we're going to get started. LIB in the house. Or is that Frank over here adding? Nah, just playing. Big up to Liberia and Naija and Guyana. What you talking about? I didn't really see anything you was in there. You must have been talking trash. What was you saying? Yes. Are you Guyanese too? At the end of the day, if people don't like how I cook, they don't have to eat it at all. More for me, okay? That's what I'm saying. And if you don't like my recipe, go to where you will like the recipe, okay? Don't come on my channel trying to tell me how to cook mine, because I cook it the way I want to cook it. All right? All right, y'all. I'm about to come sprinkle some... About to sprinkle some salt on that. And then we're going to fry. Alrighty. Let me get some. I need to find my salt. Where in the world is this salt? What the heck? Yeah, I don't cook with salt, so I be losing it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt in here. And then just gonna shake it up. Alrighty, we're about to add it to the oil. Alright, I'm going to remove those things that you see at the top, like the onions and all of that good stuff. I am going to remove it. And remember, I don't throw this away. I add it to my blended ingredients. I add it to my blended ingredients because it makes everything taste better. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Here it is. This is another, so like I would just like add it to this, and then I will blend this later and use it as like spice to season my food. Alrighty, just gonna add our plantain. Be very careful. I think I added way too much oil in here. Oh my Lord. I added way too much oil in this little pot. Y'all be careful, y'all. Oh my God. I had to turn the stove down because I don't want it to do things it don't need to do. But I added way too much oil. Way too much oil in here. Yeah, I have to be very gentle with how I add this. Yep, I know. I turned the stove down. So I turned the stove down. I just added too much oil. That's the problem. I added too much oil. I'm gonna turn the stove off under here and put the pot on another burner, just so we don't have any issues. But that was the issue for today, right? Adding a lot of stuff into a small pot. So be very mindful when you are cooking, you know, with the pot size that you're using. Okay. But I'm about to, I definitely gonna have to clean this stove. All right. All right. Yeah, that's what I just said, David. Oh yeah, I definitely have baking soda. And after like I'm done, I'm gonna remove like all the stuff off the stove and pour a bunch of baking soda on there. I just added more work to me. Isn't that tragic? Isn't that tragic? All right, so we're just gonna let that cook. Y'all, our stew is done. Our yams is done, which is pretty much, you know, what we're making. We're just gonna have some fried plantains on the side with it. Thanks, face two, for the tips. Thank you for the tips. But we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done, so we can plate our food. We're almost done. This is probably gonna cook for about 10 minutes. While that's cooking though, I am going to get started on my gizzard, because I told y'all I'm gonna make some gizzard tonight. This is not part of our food, so I don't know if I'll finish cooking it with y'all, but I'm about to get started on seasoning it. Frank, what is going on in these comments? I never had no plantain. I won't try them. Like, brain girl, you came in, you changed my world. Just like in the movies. Hey, humble and genuine. How you guys doing? Thank you so much, Donna. You know what? I'm going to, for some of you guys that probably have to go, I'm going to plate. I'm going to plate the what you're really here for. We're going to plate it, and then we're going to continue our side quest that we got going on. So let me go ahead and plate it so y'all can see what the final look should look like. The yams and the fried fish stew, and then we'll try it together, and then we'll continue our side quest, because some of you guys are solely here for the yams and the stew. So let me go ahead and plate some of it. So 1 second. I'm going to plate some of it. All right. Are you going to press the plantains? And no, I'm not. I'm not. We're just going to eat it like that. Just like in the shape that it's at. We're not doing that. We're just going to do it like that. I'm using Ghana yam, but you can also use like sweet potatoes and things like that. All right. Let's come and plate our food. Alrighty. I'm about to get up here, friend. Good night. You have a blessed night. Talk to you later. Thank you so much, David, for being on here with us tonight. You could come back tomorrow and see what the final plating looks like, but I'm about to plate it right now. From Ghana is sublime. Yes, it is. I serve mine with alligator ribs. Wow. Where are you from? I have never had no such thing as alligator ribs. My Lord. All right, so we're just gonna add, I'm just gonna do like 2 yams. It's kind of late. I don't want a lot. And by the way, these yams are very, very filling, so you don't need a lot of it. It is very, very filling. Very, 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 very filling. And then we're gonna add some our stew to it. All right. Y'all see what I'm talking about? This is what your stew should look like at the end. You should see some oil surface at the top of your stew. Once you see that, go ahead and turn your stew off. It's ready. You should see, like, once it's settled, you want it to settle and you see some, oil at the top of it. That means it's fried, like really, really well. Okay. So we're going to add some our fried fish to it. This is our fish. Let's add some shrimp. And you don't need much stew, but wish I could make it look prettier for y'all, but essentially this is it. This is the final look. And then we are going to, 1 second, y'all. Let me get a fork. You can see what this look like. So you could eat this with potatoes, any kind of potatoes, any kind of yams, and it really tastes good with sweet potato, by the way, if you guys are wondering. So you just you put it together with the stew, and there you have it. This is our fried fish and pepper stew with some boiled yams. You can also fry the yams. 1 second, so I can get on camera with you guys so we can eat some together. Okay. fried yams taste really, really good with it as well. I can't eat shrimp. That's what I was saying. You could use, in place of seafood, you could add chicken to this. I use the same exact recipe to make it with chicken. I just, you know, I love me some fried fish and shrimp. Don't add shrimp if you are allergic. Okay? Don't add shrimp if you're allergic to it. And if you're allergic to like shellfish, don't add it. Okay? We don't want you we don't want you having an allergic reaction. I'm just stirring the plantains. But yes, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Ooh, it's hot in here. So come on, you guys. You guys are probably like waiting for this, so I don't want you guys waiting for too long for the final product. So that's why I want to show you guys, you know, what it looks like and how you eat it for some of you guys that have to go because it is late. But anyway, y'all know what we're doing this channel right before we eat. My people, y'all, let's eat. Oh, it is a community thing in Liberia. We say, my people, y'all, let's eat, to invite the community to come and eat with us whenever we cook. Okay, so y'all say it with me, my people, y'all, let's eat. Oh, my people, y'all can't let eat. Oh, y'all can't let eat. Today we eating fried fish gravy with yams. Fried fish stew with yams, okay? With some Ghana yams. My people, y'all, let's eat. Die, yeah, oh, die, yeah. Die, yeah, you see it, you see it, you see it. And juicy. Yep, this is it right here, y'all. Very, very juicy. Ooh. Wow. Mmm. This is like the perfect Sunday meal. Mm-mm-mm. Mmm. Very delicious. Let's get some of that fish. Let's get some of that fish. Ooh, it's so good. Actually, I'll get this slice for y'all. This is the fried fish that we made. Mmm. There's some bones. Mm-mm-mm. Some bones in there. Mmm. I need to get my wine. Cheers. Woo. Thank you guys for being on here and cooking with me. This is the final product. It's spicy. Very, very spicy. But you don't have to add as many spicy peppers. If you're allergic to seafood, replace it with chicken, and you will get the same results. I am going to show you how I make the fried chicken stew, which is pretty much the same thing, but with chicken. I just really like the fried fish. I want to get some shrimp, but this is the shrimp right here. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Another piece of the yam. So the yam is really good. You know, it's kind of bland a little bit, but it's good. You can eat it like that. But it tastes really good with the stew because you don't need, you see, I didn't add any salt or butter or anything to the yams. It's not necessary because the stew is where the flavor is really at. So mixing it together give you like that perfect combination. So there you go. Open your mouth. Say ah. Mm. All right, y'all. I can't eat all of this on here with y'all. I gotta finish doing what I'm doing. But I wanted to show you guys the final product. This is what it looks like. This is how you pair it. You can take the stew and dump it on top of the yams, however you want. There's no special way of eating this. Remember, if there's an ingredient in here that you can't eat, remove it. Especially if you're allergic to shellfish, remove it and add chicken or add any protein of your type. Or don't add any protein at all. Don't add anything. Like, you could just make the stew, the pepper stew like that, and eat it with some yams. And keep it 100% healthy, you know? And it's still gonna taste good, for sure. But that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed us making this fried fish stew with some yams, and that was really quick and easy too, right? It wasn't hard. The longest part of this is the prep. Once you prep all your ingredients and things like that, you have everything blended. All you have to do now is cook. And y'all saw the cooking time was not long at all. A lot of it was like the prepping. So, which is a lot of the time anyway. But anyway, go ahead and like that video if this recipe was super easy and you're able to comprehend, and I hope you cook it. Let me know in the comments if you're going to cook this, because this is so easy. It's so delicious. You can eat it with everything under the sun. You can eat it like that. You can eat it with yams. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with whatever, okay? But alrighty, y'all. That's it right there. That's it. Let me clear my palate, because we about to cook these gizzards. Babe, the food is ready. We're about to make our gizzards. Okay. We are done. Let's see what some of y'all talking about. Hit the like button. Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Let them know. And give a super chat to keep Miss Yancy Network live. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alrighty, y'all. Let's come check on our plantains. Let's check on our plantains. But y'all, no kidding. That stew is so good and it's so easy to cook. I mean, like, if you feel like being lazy and you don't want to, you know, have to be in the kitchen for a long time and you want to eat something super delicious, that is like one of the easiest things that you could prepare. Like, one of the easiest things that you can prepare for yourself or your family. All right, so these look really good. I'm not going to take them out though. I wanted to get a little bit more golden. You know, I wanted to fry a little bit more. So I'm gonna let it keep going, and it's not on the highest right now. I didn't remove the pot to put on another stove because remember, like, a whole bunch of oil spilled on the stove, so I just left it put so I don't have to fire it too high so it doesn't flame up the other oil that's on the stove. But all right, y'all, our side quest continues. Yo, we already made our lamb. Now we're about to make some gizzards. Okay, let's come make some gizzards. Let's come make us some gizzards. So this is chicken gizzard. It's already been washed and all of that good stuff. So we about to season it real nice, okay, and do some things to it. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. I appreciate you. Thank you. For some of you guys that say you really like gizzards and stuff like that, how do you make yours? I love me some liver too. You know, it's so crazy. Some people don't like liver. Some people don't like gizzard either. Some people don't like gizzard. Some people don't like liver. I like them all. I like them all, honey. Okay. 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to prep what we need. What we need for our gizzard. Okay. Yams is inside here. I'm gonna wear some gloves. Fry and boil. So there's this place near us that sells like fried gizzard and liver. It tastes so good, y'all. I have to like be very mindful, you know, of my health. Because you mess around, you be going to that place all the time. It is so delicious. So delicious. All right, y'all. We're just gonna season our gizzard. So this is what we're about to do. So we're seasoning our gizzard. We're gonna steam it for like maybe like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put it on some skewers and put it in the oven to put it on broil, so that it can like, so it'll be like gizzard kebabs, you know. Be like some gizzard kebabs. So these are the sticks that we're going to put them on. So I'm just going to let it soak in some water, in some hot water. See, you ever fry up, let's see, turkey with fried yam, black pepper on the side. Yeah, are you talking about? I have. You know, that's like a Ghanaian specialty, like the fried turkey with the black pepper you're talking about is the shita with some yams. Yeah, that tastes so good. Maybe I'll make it for you guys. We'll probably make it together on one of our lives so people can see what you're talking about. It is so good. Yep, I sure have. Yep, in Ghana it's called chofi. Yep. I'm very familiar. It is. It's very, very good. Very, very, very good. All right, I'm soaking my whatchamacallit, the skewers, the sticks. This is some black pepper. This was some onion powder that we just added, and I'm gonna add more because. And one of the things that we're going to absolutely add to this is some peanut butter, by the way. This is ginger, if you're wondering, powder. Yeah, I pretty much use the same seasonings for a lot of the things that I cook, and then I might add like, you know, certain different things if I'm going for like a different flavor and whatnot. Already added that. Add some complete some cayenne pepper. Okay. Some garlic powder. Put all of that in there. Okay. 1 second, y'all. 1 We need to check on our plantains. See how it's doing. I think it's doing good though. Alright, and then we are going to let me put these spices away because we need the space. We need the space. I'll put all of these away. So we're gonna add some this pepper, that's habanero. So these in here is the stuff that I was showing you guys. So you said gotta watch it though. Can I eat too much of that thing? Did I miss the dessert? No, I didn't make dessert. I was gonna make you guys some Liberian milk candy, but I'm not making that tonight. Your girl is tired. We might make it. I might go live with y'all tomorrow and make some Liberian milk candy. But anyway, which is my favorite dessert. These are like the fried peppers and things like that that I was telling you guys about. This is it. You know, this is what I would fry in my oil when I'm frying plantains and fish and stuff like that. So I typically keep it so I can use it for in these instances. So I'm going to add that to it. So these are like fried onions and peppers and things like that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to add the blending part of the blender in there. Oh no. All right. We're gonna add that. And I'm just gonna add the oil from that in here because I was gonna add a little bit of oil in there anyway. And then, all right, y'all, we gotta take the plantains out. They're ready. It's time for it to get out the oil. It is time for it to get out the oil, y'all. So I have some paper towel here. And we are going to get it out of there. It is definitely ready. This is the color I'm looking for. It's like that golden brown. So we're gonna get it out of there. Before we continue our gizzard. It's so pretty, y'all. It is so pretty. Nice and golden. Make sure all the oil is off of it, but I always put it on some paper towel so it can get any of like the excess oil from it, from the plantain. I hate greasy plantains. So I always like, when I'm taking it out, I always put it on some like paper towel and some paper towels so you can get like that excess oil off of it. Okay. I wonder what Frank got to say now. You see my beautiful fried plantains? What you got to say? The Yankee girl is making fried plantains. All right. This is what it looks like, y'all. It's very, very delicious. Please go ahead and keep liking the video. Let's get to 100 likes, please. I really appreciate it. That's it, y'all. So we're going to eat this with our gizzard that we are preparing right now. All right. We're going to eat that with our gizzard. Our plantain is ready. Everything is ready. Everything is ready. Alrighty. 1 second, y'all. Let me put this here. So we can do our spices for our gizzard. He said, when I was pregnant for my first baby, I love eating fried plantain and chicken gizzard. I bet it was so good too. All right. I'm trying to find my. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right. We're gonna add some sazon to that. All right, we're gonna add some sazon. This is sazon that we're adding to this. And should be good. That's about it. And season that very, very well. Okay. Alrighty. This looks good. I'm gonna add some pepper flakes to it. I add some pepper flakes to that. Okay. Now we are going to add some parsley, dry parsley. Some parsley flakes right here. I wish I had more of the fresh parsley. I would love to add some fresh parsley to this. Alrighty. This looks pretty good. What it looks like. All right. So we are about to add it to the pot. And we're going to let it steam for about 10 minutes. And then once it's done steaming, we're going to put it on the skewer. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. And let it steam. I'll get this out of the way. I'm gonna have it on like medium to high. And let it steam. All right, so we're gonna let it steam now. So let me show you guys what we're gonna add. So when we're doing like the skewers and stuff like that, y'all, this was my one and only zucchini that I got in the garden this year. So this is the only zucchini that I got in the garden this year. And so we're gonna add that to the skewer. I already chopped it up. We have some chopped up red onions. Okay. Some chopped up red onions, and then we're gonna have some red peppers that we're also gonna add to it. And we're gonna grill it in the oven. We're gonna put it on like we're gonna grill it like on, what's the thing called, broil. So it's in the pot steaming for a little bit. You know, we're gonna let it cook in a pot, let it steam, let it do its thing. All right. This is like another little snack that, you know, you can make for your family. So this is some red bell pepper that we are going to add to the skewers. So we're going to have some red bell peppers, some red onions, and some zucchini that we got from the garden. And the peppers is from my garden as well. But I'm just so pressed about this zucchini because I only got one because of those nasty Harley Quinn bugs. They ate all of it. So that was the only one I was able to get. It is what it is. All right, so we're about to make like this little sauce that we're gonna add to it. So this is like all like the peppers, like the fried peppers and onions and things like that. And then we're gonna add some peanut butter, some African peanut butter to the mix. So we're gonna mix all of that together and let it steam. And then we're gonna grill it. We are gonna grill it. All right. We're gonna add like a little bit of what's the thing? What's that oil called? Avocado oil. We're gonna add a little bit of avocado oil to it. Okay. Yo, we did a lot today on here. If you've been on here since the beginning, you are the MVP. Please don't forget to like the stream. Please don't forget to share it and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We do a lot of gardening contents and garden to table, amongst other things, you know, some beauty, skincare, all of the things. All of the things. If you like all of the things, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, thank you guys so much for liking the video. All right. I'm so glad we're done with like the main food that we were cooking. That is over with. So now we have our side quest going on. All right, what else I need? Oh, some oil. All right, y'all, we're gonna add some avocado oil to it. That's all, folks. And then we're just going to blend it very well so that it can go into our food. Hey, y'all, hey. And for those of you guys that had to go, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed our stream. I know it's kind of late, but our main food that we were cooking is already done. So this is just a little extra. Okay. All right, y'all. We're about to add this to our gizzard that's already cooking. Let me know in the comments how you make yours. Let me know how you make yours. Alright, we're about to add it to the stove. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. If you're just joining, thanks for being here. Please let us know where you're watching from. We just got done making our fried fish stew. We just on a little side quest making some snacks. If you're wondering. All right. Look at that. Look at that, honey. All right. So you're probably like, why did she put peanut butter in here? The peanut butter just give it like a special flavor. It's not going to taste like peanut butter at all. But it definitely gives it like a special flavor. And it makes it like very savory. I don't know if that's the right term. But so we're about to add that in there. I need to get that other spoon so I can make sure I scrape everything up out of here. Again, everything up out of here. Uh-oh. I need breaking stuff up in here. This is gonna be so good. I cannot wait. This is probably gonna be my favorite thing that I cook tonight. So I'm probably gonna eat the lamb and this gizzard. Ready to eat? How's the kiss? Oh, that's the one I was eating. They're good? I'll probably be done in the next 30 minutes. You want to eat it? Babe, it's fine. Go ahead. You want to warm it up? Alrighty. No, African peanut butter is not sweet at all. It has no sugar. No sugar at all. It's not processed, and even if you're not able to get African peanut butter, I want you to get a natural peanut butter. Natural peanut butter is the peanut butter that comes out very easily, and it has like a lot of oil on top of the peanut butter. If the peanut butter you're getting is like very stiff, is that the right term? I don't know about like stiff, but you know, if it's like very like together and it doesn't have like any oil on the top, it's not natural. It's been heavily processed. So that's why I really like using African peanut butter, because it's very natural. They don't really add any preservatives or anything like that. You'll see the oil on top of the peanut butter. So even if you can't get like some African peanut butter, just make sure you get like a peanut butter that has like a lot of oil, that's like a roast, that use roasted peanuts, and then it has like a lot of oil on top of it. Y'all look at this. Look at this. I gotta taste this, honey. Okay. I gotta taste this. I had to take my gloves off. Let me wash my hands. Also, if you guys are like allergic to nuts, you don't have to add this at all. You don't have to add the peanut butter. You could just do what I'm doing without the peanut butter. You know, add your peppers and, you know, season it however you want. Let's taste it. Lord, it is spicy like I don't know what. Whew. Whenever I'm making like kebabs, that's what I do. All right, let's let it cook for about 5 more minutes. About 5 to 10 minutes. We just really wanted to cook. And then we're going to put it on. We're going to put it on the sticks. So we can go ahead and come start washing those sticks and whatnot. While this is cooking, I'm probably gonna wash some dishes because, you know, I like to clean as I go, so I don't have a million dishes to wash after. You said send you some? Yes. I wish I could send you some. I really wish I could. I really, really wish I could. If I could send y'all some, I totally would. I totally would. Alright, let's come get rid of some of these dishes, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're just gonna get rid of some of these as our gizzard cook so that we can put it on the skewers. Okay. New here. What do you say? Love gizzards, but too tough. So if you do it the way I'm doing it, it won't be too tough. Like, you know, try to steam it. Try to steam the gizzard, you know, a little bit before you cook it. It's gonna help with the toughness, and steaming is gonna help. It's going to help with the toughness, like for sure. It's gonna help with the toughness. If you steam it, just eat it like that, it's gonna be fine. I know it, like, it's not gonna be as soft as chicken or anything, but it's really good, y'all. So you know y'all know the like what we just made just now, like the stew, the fried chicken stew or whatever, fried fish stew that we just made. I'm telling y'all, I usually add gizzard in it, and it is so good, like so good. When you add some gizzard in there, it is so good. But if you're just now joining, I'm not just on here washing dishes. We're actually cooking, but while it's cooking, I'm like, instead of just sitting around waiting, I could be productive and get some things done. You know what I'm saying? Be productive and wash some dishes with y'all. We could talk about it. If y'all have any questions about like this season gardening, let me know. Somebody, I saw a comment where somebody, I think they were asking me if I plan on doing any like fall gardening. Not really, because for me, spring and summer gardening is so hectic and it takes a lot out of me. So it's like I'm exhausted by the time fall hits, and all I want to do is rest because I have to process all of the things that I harvested from the summer gardening. And it's like I'm too tired to be worried about like fall and winter gardening or whatever. But I do have some lettuce. I have some lettuce that is growing, and I'm not starting anything from seed. Like the lettuce was started from seed, but as far as like, you know, collard greens and stuff, I would love to grow some collard greens, but I'm not starting it from seed. If I could find like a nursery, that already has like seedlings and things like that, I would purchase it and grow some collard greens because I love collard greens. But I don't grow too many like brassicas. Like I'm not growing any broccoli or anything like that. I'm not growing those. It's too much like hassle dealing with like all those bugs that's like trying to eat them, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. And I'm like, I don't have that much patience for those. It's like all this extra work that's going into having to take care of it, and all those bugs start eating them. So I'm not really doing like fall gardening. If I'm growing anything, what I do want to grow though is like garlic and onions, and still this is the time for it to go in the ground, and I haven't done it yet because I still haven't cleaned out like the summer stuff. Like I need some space for it to go in, and I haven't done that. So y'all, I haven't even been in the garden in like a week, and I need to like clean it out and harvest all of the things that's remaining. So until I do that, I'm not doing anything else. So long story short, I really don't do like fall gardening, but I do know, you know, things that grow really well in the fall and things like that. So I will do a video for you guys that want to know like what grows well during the fall. You know, a lot of brassicas. There's a lot of brassicas that's like, you know, that grow during the fall. Things like broccoli, things like collard greens, like all the greens, you know, spinach, things like Brussels sprouts, carrots. Carrots are like really good to grow in the fall because even though like it's not gonna grow like that, but it just being in the ground like during the fall and it like overwintering and things like that, according to research, they said it makes the carrots sweeter. So carrots are like really good to grow in the fall, like to plant in the fall, and then of course you're going to harvest it in the spring. So, but yeah, y'all, what I cook with a lot of summer veggies. That's why I'm not like really big on like the fall planting. And I'm very big on growing what you eat, like what your family eat. Don't just grow stuff because you want to. Grow things that you're going to eat, that your family eat. And for the most part, a lot of the things that my family eat are grown in the summer. They're spring plants. They need a lot of heat to grow. So that's why you're not really going to see me doing a lot of like fall planting, but I will be doing, you know, talking about a lot of things during the fall. So once I'm done harvesting, I know y'all gonna be seeing the next couple of videos are gonna be like harvesting videos, because I am still harvesting my summer veggies in fall, which is so crazy. I'm in zone 8A in Maryland, and I am still seeing, you know, summer veggies growing, even though the temps have dropped to about 40 degrees. Like, it dropped to 40 degrees for like 2 or 3 days this last week. So I need to hurry up and get those things out of the garden, because they're definitely going to go bad. They're not going to survive in the cold weather. They can survive in temperatures that are below 50 degrees. So I need to hurry up and harvest all of them. But my God, it's just going to be a lot. It is a lot of veggies, y'all, that I have to harvest. And I can't just harvest them. I have to process them quick so they don't go bad sitting in the house. So I'm just like worried about all of that. And it's just me, you know. So it's like just very exhausting. And then having to record it and edit it for you guys and all of that good stuff. So it's just a lot. Are you guys growing anything for the fall? For some of you guys that garden, because I know a lot of you guys that are watching, you also garden. You follow my gardening content. Are you guys growing anything this fall? Or you're just keeping it light and waiting till next year? And then some of you guys were asking me, am I going to do a garden workshop in the fall? I'm not doing a garden workshop, another in-person garden workshop, until next year. But I do plan on creating some documents and things like that for you guys, you know, to show you, you know, like the basics when it comes to gardening, just so you can be prepared for next year. So I will be making some of those. And then also, I am going to start a membership, guys. This is an exclusive. I'm letting you guys know right now. I haven't, you know, I'm waiting for it to get approved by YouTube. But I will be starting a membership where I will be giving you exclusive content when it comes to gardening, cooking, and, you know, everything else. And on one of the membership tiers, I will be doing monthly gardening workshop virtually. So that's one of the perks of the membership. I'll be doing like a garden workshop monthly, and each month we're going to focus on like certain plants that grow during that month in all of the different grow zones based on where you're located. And I'm also going to be giving you guys the option of letting me know what it is that you guys want to talk about during those lives, those workshops that we'll have in our memberships. You guys will let me know what it is that you guys want to talk about for that month. So we'll be going over that. And then also I'm going to be giving you guys like the platform, like when we go on those membership lives, I'll give you guys, like some of you guys will have the opportunity to actually join my live, and you're able to ask, you know, like specific question. I'm able to answer like specific question based on your, you know, specific gardening. So once the membership is approved by YouTube, I'm gonna let you guys know. I applied to like create like a membership on my channel. So I'm able to, you know, be more personalized with my tips and things like that for you all. Because next year, a lot of you guys join me this year. Next year, I need all of us gardening together. Like, I need all of us on the same page. Even if we're growing different things, I need it to be something that we're all going through together. And I'm really trying to like build that community, you know, my membership, especially, you know, like people who are really serious about like homesteading and wanting to grow their own food, you know, and things like that. You're going to have the opportunity for us to do it together, and it will be like a more intimate group setting. When I start the membership, especially that particular tier where you're able to join the monthly workshops and things like that, I'm going to limit the amount of people that can join that, because I really want it to be as personal as possible, so I'm able to cater to all of you guys that are serious about it. But yeah, I have a lot of things coming in store, and I will make the announcements accordingly once, you know, everything is approved and things like that.
Yes, I'm growing carrots, cabbage, celery, and onions. And you know what I love about celery? That's what's up. What I love about celery is that celery comes, I don't know about yours, but mine, it comes every year. Like, it grows every year. I don't have to replant it. So, I do have some things in my garden that, that is growing during the fall, but there are things that I don't have to replant. They just grow on their own. They're perennials, things like oregano. Oregano is an herb that comes, you know, it grows every year. I don't have to replant it or anything like that. So that's a great herb. If you're wondering, like, what plants can you plant that will grow year round, and you don't have to worry. Oregano is a great one. Celery is another great one. Um, so those herbs, I don't have to replant them, and they're gonna grow. They're gonna grow, so I don't have to worry about it. But man, let me know, teach me your ways when it comes to like your cabbage and things like that when you grow it. Like, how do you manage to keep those evil, nasty, what is it called? What are those things called? Caterpillars. Ugh, they gross me out so much. Them nasty caterpillars. How do you manage to keep them away from your cabbage? Cause Lord, I tried growing that last year. It was a disaster. Those nasty caterpillars would not leave my stuff alone. I tried to grow collard greens last year. I tried to grow broccoli. I'm like, look, I don't even like broccoli like that or cabbage or any of that. I mean, I eat it, but I don't eat it, as often as I eat the other foods that we cook on this channel. It was just, like I eat it once in a while. So I just wanted to grow it. And then also, it takes up a lot of space. Like things like cabbage and stuff like that, they take up so much space in your garden. And it's like, to me, it's not worth it for the amount of space that it takes and the amount of wahala, the amount of problems it costs to grow it. But that's just me. If you're somebody that, that's like a main source of food that you eat a lot in your family, in your house, then absolutely it's worth growing it, because now you're going to, spend all of your focus on making sure you're taking care of all of the bugs and stuff like that that is trying to attack it, So, but for me, because I don't really eat them like that, I didn't think that it was worth all of the problems that came along with growing it, And I'm like, I ain't got time for none of that. Nope, nope, nope. No. I ain't got time for none of that. Okay? But man, when I tell y'all, I'm really, like, I get grossed out really easily. And when I was growing, like, the collard greens and stuff last year, and those, like, caterpillars, I saw so many caterpillars, like, in my garden. I was so disgusted. Like, talking about it is making my skin crawl. And then it makes the leaves of the collard greens and stuff, like, it makes them look like cheese. That's how the caterpillars eat them. Oh, it was so gross. I was like, never again. So like the type of greens that I usually grow, because I eat them a lot, are like things like sweet potato leaves, because we eat sweet potato leaves a lot. Sweet potato leaves, I grow those. I grow, like my lettuce and stuff like that. I grow some spinach, because we eat a lot of spinach. We cook spinach in different stews, and I use my spinach for my smoothies. So I like growing, like, things like spinach and, stuff like that. But man, those like things in the brassica family, I don't like them. I'm like, I don't even eat y'all like that for all these problems. And then if y'all know, my garden is like an organic garden. I try not to use pesticides. And then even like some of the natural pesticide that you can use and stuff like that, sometimes they harm like things like the bees, like the pollinators and stuff like that. And I am very big on not harming the pollinators. Like, we need our pollinators. So if it's gonna harm the pollinators,
I'm not gonna do it. Because somebody, when I was having issues with like my brassica, somebody told me, you know, when I did some research, they talked about like, what is it, diatomaceous earth. But the thing about diatomaceous earth is, if like the pollinators go and touch it, they're also gonna die. And I'm like, I don't want to harm the pollinators. We need them. And I'm very sensitive to bees. Like, they're already going, you know, extinct, and we really need them. And like, bees are very, very important for the environment. You know, they do a lot of work for us, and they're just wonderful. So I try my best not to garden with pesticides and things like that, because I don't want to mistakenly harm the bees. And also, nature provides, you know, nature provides what needs to happen. So yes, there might be some predators, but they're, you know, the predators, you know, they have their prey, you know, and things like that. So everything has its prey. So I just allow nature to take its course when it comes to dealing with bugs and stuff like that. Because one of the things that when I first started gardening, a lot of people, you know, when they're talking about pesticides, they talk about like neem oil a lot. I don't like neem oil. I bought one neem oil and I haven't really used it. I probably used it like once. I don't like it at all. So, but one of the natural ways though to get rid of a lot of bugs, if you are growing brassicas and stuff like that, is to wake up early in the morning. Wake up really early in the morning, like maybe 5, 6 o'clock. I know that's early, but if you want to protect your plants and you want to do it naturally, that's like a really good way. Wake up super early in the morning before like the sun totally come up, and go check on your plants and check like under the leaves, things like that. That's when you see a lot of those bugs. That's when they do a lot of their damage. It's like super early in the morning, or, you know, when the sun is going down. They do their damage in the dark. So if you go super early, outside early in the morning, or if you take like a flashlight in the night, not necessarily in the night, but you know, when the sun goes down, take a flashlight outside. And I promise you, you will see them nasty things doing their damage. And you could just go take like a cup of vinegar and catch them and put them in there and let them have their fate. And then another nasty, you know, bug that I love to eat are, you know, brassicas and things like that, are like those nasty slugs. They are so disgusting. They gross me out so bad. Slugs are so nasty. I hate looking at them. I hate touching them. They're so gross. But those are some of the things that I do, you know, naturally, to get rid of pesticides and things like that. Alrighty. So now we're about to put our gizzard on the skewer, because they're ready, and then we're gonna put it on broil in the oven for maybe like 2 to 5 minutes, and it will be ready. It will be ready. I may be young, but I'm ready. It will be ready. Okay. Nice and ready. I already turned the stove up under the gizzard, because it was smelling like it was burning at the bottom. But it is nice and ready. Alrighty. Man, you guys are the best. You've been on here with me all night long. All night long. Alright, let's come check on our gizzard. Okay. For those of you that's on here with me, thanks for being on here with me. I know some of y'all had to go to bed or get off. This is what the gizzard looks like. Let me go get some gloves so we can get started putting it on the skewer. I'm gonna turn the oven on. I'm gonna turn it on to broil. And I'm gonna turn it on to broil. Let it get hot. Let me get a where is where did I put it? The baking pan. All right. All right, y'all. We're about to. We are about to put them on the skewer. All right. They look really, really good. So this is what they look like. All right. I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to add the veggies in here and just like stir it up inside the sauce that's already in there. So let me get something to put it in. And we are going to add the veggies to it. Alrighty. This is what they look like, y'all. And y'all can eat it like this, y'all. Y'all don't have to do what we're about to do next. You can eat it just like this. It's ready. I just wanted to have like that grilled taste. That's why we're about to put it in the oven on broil. All right. Alrighty. I'm just going to add this in there and stir it up so that it can have that seasoning on it. Okay. By the way, the stove is closed. Look at this. This is some gizzard. Yeah, so good. Okay. It's a little spicy though. It's a little spicy. Hey, hey, give them some lamb. Okay. All right. So, about to put it on the skewer now. I'm gonna spray some avocado oil on the pan. All right. We have Some of the skewer sticks. It's been soaking in the water for the past 20 minutes. And I soaked it in some like hot water. I soaked it in some hot water. So when you soak the skewer stick in some hot water, it makes it like easier to get off of the stick when you're about to eat it. It makes it easy to get off the stick. All right. All right, let's come in. This is the last part, y'all. And I'll be letting y'all go. All right. So we're gonna get a stick. We're gonna put a zucchini on there. And then put this over here. Get a stick, put a zucchini on there. We're gonna put some of the gizzard on there. Okay. Put some red bell pepper. Put another gizzard on there. Put some onions. Okay. And I think I put another gizzard. And another zucchini. All right. So this is like, you know, kebabs, like how you call it? Gizzard kebabs. Okay. So this is it right here. Remember, it's already cooked, so putting it on broil. We are just going to let it get that grill taste. If you're like looking for something grilled and it's not grill season, you know, it's not grill season, but you're looking for some grill. Now, what I love about like the zucchini, adding like the zucchini and stuff like that, and the onions and other stuff. First of all, the zucchini is so juicy. You know, it keeps the meat juicy. It keeps it nice and juicy. Very, very nice. All right. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Add some onions. Add another one. And I didn't cut the gizzard. I didn't cut it because it will be after it steams, you know, gizzards and things like chicken and stuff, it has like a lot of water content. After it steams, it's going to it's going to shrink. So I didn't cut it. I didn't chop it up. But that's it, guys. Then we're going to put it on the grill. We're going to put it in the oven on broil for about 5 minutes. And if it's like super tiny and stuff like that, you know, double it up. Like these. Some of these are like really tiny. Would you try this at home? For some of you guys that say you don't like gizzard, is this changing your mind? Is this changing your mind? Because I'm trying to tell you, you don't know what you're missing. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I feel like I'm really stacking these up a lot. So maybe I shouldn't stack them up too much. But there you go. Looks good. I'll eat. Let's see what she say. Looks good. I'll eat. Just don't tell me. Just don't tell me what it is. I feel that way about certain things. Like, I'm gonna eat it. Just don't tell me what it is. Y'all, how many side quests did we have today after cooking our fried fish stew? We made some fried plantains. We made some lamb, some grilled lamb. Now we about to make some roasted gizzard. We're doing all the things. But for some of you guys that like, you know, watch football and stuff like that, if you're looking for like, what's like a fun snack that's like easy to make and it's delicious, this is one of them. And by the way, for some of you guys that don't like gizzard, switch it out and use either chicken cubes or beef. Like beef cubes, and make kebabs. You can make chicken kebabs or beef kebabs. You don't have to if you don't like this. But this is like a super cheap and delicious snack. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's really good, y'all. You're not even gonna realize that's what you're eating. What is that? Oh wow. I'm like, what is that sound? But this is like a super, you know, cheap and delicious snack. It's very, very, very yummy. All right. Full of veggies. Babe, is something boiling on the fire? I feel like I hear something boiling. And I'm hoping it just sounds like something is boiling. The heck? It's because of the oven. I turned it off. What's wrong? He scared you? Aiden, that's not nice. Why you try to scare her? Oh.
And then it scared me. And then it started screaming at me. And then they're getting there. And there's water in my mouth. It's still going on me.
Are you brushing your teeth?
I just got some lamb.
Oh, you had some lamb?
I just got some.
Oh, okay. But yes, y'all. This how you make it. Don't say I never showed y'all nothing. Okay? Don't say I never showed y'all nothing. And because this is like really spicy, like the sauce that's on the kebab is really spicy, so like the zucchini and stuff like that is going to help with that. You know, it's gonna dial it down a little bit. It's gonna dial it down. And whatever like veggies is left, I'm going to put it in the oven and let it grill with the kebabs. Okay. I'm gonna let it grill with the kebabs and eat it like that. Alright. It ain't like that lamb? It's yummy?
Yeah, I wish you didn't have to put
Lamb what?
I wish we didn't have to put yams for food.
You wish we didn't have to hurt the lamb for food?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like animals better than anything.
I know.
It looks like there's
Alrighty. Almost there, y'all. We're almost done. We are almost done. We are almost done. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all being on here with all my side quests and whatnot. If you guys haven't liked the video, please go ahead and like it. Share the live if you can. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I appreciate you. Okay? Thank you for being on here with me tonight. We cooked a bunch of stuff tonight, y'all. We cooked a bunch of stuff. And this is the last one. This is the last one. We cooked all the things. All of the things. We cooked it tonight. We are almost done. Alrighty. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, y'all. I'm gonna have a new gardening video for you guys this week. If y'all haven't seen the last one, don't forget to watch it and like it, okay? And stay tuned for when I announce like the memberships for some of you guys that are interested in the membership, which will be pretty fun and pretty cool. I can't wait to establish our little community of growers. Alrighty. Almost done. I think this might be the last stick. And then we gonna be done, y'all. We gonna be done. We are gonna be done. The last time my sister-in-law was here, I made some like kebabs just like this, and she loved it so much. And she really likes chicken gizzard, so I know when she see this recipe, she's gonna be like, girl, you need to make it for me. She's like, girl, I'm gonna need you to make it for me, girl. All right. If you guys are wondering, like, what are all the things I can do with all those veggies that I grew in my garden, I'm going to give you guys so many great ideas on how to use those veggies that you grow in your garden, what to prepare, and, you know, oh, it's pretty much done, y'all. So I'm just going to put, like, the rest of the veggies on, like, the skewers. I'm going to put the rest of the veggies on the skewers and call it a day. Okay. I'll put the rest of the veggies on the skewers and grill them just like that, because grilled veggies are delicious. They are so yummy. All right. And especially with it like being all mixed up in this sauce. Okay. All of our all of the what's the thing called? All of the gizzards is on the skewers now. We're all done with them. So we're just putting some veggies on here that we can grill and eat, because grilled veggies are yummy. They are yummy. All right. All right. One last skewer of veggies, and then this goes into the oven. Yeah, I'm so pressed to be cooking my one and only zucchini that I grew in my garden. I wish I grew more zucchinis, but I'm not like sad because I don't really eat zucchinis and squash and things like that. But you know, in these type of instances with what I'm making, I would love to like have some extras that, you know, I could save to use for later. But it is what it is. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alrighty. One second, y'all. We are going to put these inside of the oven. Hey y'all, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. If you're just now joining, we're making some delicious chicken gizzards skewered. We're about to grill it right now. All right, this is what they look like. Okay, we're about to put them in the oven on what's the thing called? On broil. We're gonna put it on broil for about I wish I had like a bigger pan, but we're gonna put these on broil for about 5 minutes and it will be all done. Okay, but here they are. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm gonna turn broil on. So I'm putting the broil on high, and then I'm gonna put these in there. All right. Alrighty. I am going to soak this pot. I'm gonna let it soak for some time so that it's easy to clean. All right. If you have like any leftover like sauce and things like that, you could totally use it to spread over your kebabs, you know, after, just to add some of that sauce, which is what I'm gonna do with what was in the plate. I'm gonna add that to it, but 1 second, y'all. I'm about to get on the camera so we have some garden chat until our until it's ready, and then until it is ready, let me get some wine because it is Sunday after all. Okay. Because we got 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna show y'all what it look like, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Because I've held you guys hostage on here long enough. You guys have been on here with me all night long, and I appreciate you so much for being on here with me all night long. All right. So let's come have some garden chat real quick, or just chat, you know, until our goodie is out of. No, it's not chimichurri sauce. We just made some chicken gizzard, and that was the sauce that I made for it. Okay. That was the sauce I made for it. And we're gonna let it be in there for about 5 minutes. It doesn't need to be in there for more than 5 minutes because it's gonna burn because it's on broil, and you don't want it to burn. Okay. Anyway, happy Sunday. Okay. Now, let me look in some of these comments, see what y'all talking about while we wait for our skewers to be ready. Gracias. You're welcome. De nada. Frank, you still on here? Thank you. Hit the like button and subscribe and give a super chat. Thank you so much to keep Ms. Yancey live. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much for being on here with me tonight. Hey, Heaven. Some of you guys that are watching, if you're new, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? If you're new here, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Also, did you guys see my new video? If y'all haven't seen my new video, I posted it yesterday. It was a beautiful harvest. And tomorrow I might go live to show you guys how I take the seeds out of my like peppers and things like that, the seeds that's gonna be on the on my store for you guys next year. I have a lot of exotic peppers, you know, and things like that. You looking for something? Oh. But yeah, y'all. 1 second. Virginia in the house. Virginia in the house. Hey, hey. Thanks for being on here with me today. Y'all see H-Town in the house. H-Town in the house. I have a question. If I do a garden workshop next year, right?
because the garden workshop that I'm doing will, like the one that's in person, I'm gonna do like one a month in Maryland. But like a lot of you guys like been asking me that don't live here. So like if I get like a good amount of people in like a certain state or city or whatever that want me to do it there, I would consider it. I would totally consider it. Alexandria, Virginia. Okay. Hey neighbor. Hey neighbor. Hey neighbor. Dang, I got you guys up here. It's 10 o'clock. When did we start? This live is going to be so long. Anybody that's going to try to rewatch this, they're going to look at how long the live and be like, yeah, no thanks. This live is going to be so long. I'm in Maryland, Baltimore County. It is, let's see. It's a whiskey barrel aged red blend. Whiskey barrel aged red blend. It's a red blend. What are you drinking? What are you guys drinking? What are you guys drinking? Let me take a look at our skewers real quick. I think it's ready. Okay, almost. It's not ready, but it's almost there. It's almost there. Yes. I like it too. Hick. Oh wow, is that what it is? My husband bought this for me. Welcome to Texas. Hey. Yes. So, will you guys be interested if I do like, cause I do plan on doing like a virtual garden workshop because I know a lot of you guys can't come to Maryland, and I don't know how you'll be able to travel with your plants anyway. But I would love to get like I would love to work with like Costco or like Home Depot and things like that to partner up with them to do like these garden workshop in like different cities. That would be super cool to be able to offer that to you guys. So if you're listening, Costco or Lowe's or Home Depot or any of those nurseries, I would love to partner up with you guys to do like a in-person garden workshop in different cities, teaching people how to grow their own food in their small backyard or their any small areas that they grow their food on a patio or whatever. I would love, that is something I would love to do. Willie, I have no idea what any of that means. The chat does not translate your words. So if you could translate your words to English and put it in the chat. But unfortunately, I'm not able to translate your words on the chat. So I have no idea what you're saying. All right, y'all. I think I'm about to take out the skewers. Has it been 5 minutes? I haven't really been counting. But it doesn't smell like it's burning, so. Y'all, we have been on here since 6:45. That's crazy. That's crazy. The kebab recipe is what I like to check. Okay. So when I upload this live, just go all the way to the end. That's when we did this kebab recipe, like all the seasonings and things that I used. Just go all the way to the end of the live. And once this live like upload, I'm going to try to see if I can download it and chop it up, but we shall see how that works out. Because this is definitely really long and this is going to be like a large footage to edit. So I think what I would do is I would try to timestamp it. I would go back to try to watch it and then timestamp when we had specific things that we cooked, like all the things that we cooked tonight. Like the first thing that we made was, what did we make first? I think we made the lamb first, or we started cooking the fish stew first. So I would go to like each time. I would try to find the times on which when we did each thing, and then I'll timestamp it for you guys. If I'm not able to download it, I'll put a timestamp on it. Welcome to Dallas. Hey, Posey. For real, I think Home Depot has those weekend or holiday workshops. Home Depot does once a month on the first of the month because I take my kids. They do like a workshop for the children where they get to build things based on the season that we're in and whatever the case may be. Like this month, the kids built like a haunted house. And a haunted house, you were able to open it and put like candy and stuff in it. So like every month they have something special that they make the kids build. But I would love to like partner up with them and do like specialized garden workshop based on the city. Yes, my love.
It's the first Saturday.
It's the first Saturday? Okay, so Elle would like to tell you guys that the workshop is the first Saturday of each month. Thanks, Elle. Thanks for letting them know. All right, y'all, we're about to take it out. Ooh, it's ready. Oh my goodness. Ooh. So this is what it looks like, y'all. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Wow. This looks amazing. This looks amazing. Let me show you guys up close and personal what it looks like. All right. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So far, I have a tiny garden. Ginger, turmeric, rosemary, lemongrass are doing good. Lots of cilantro too. Oh wow, things. I definitely want to grow all of those things that you're talking about. But all right, y'all. So this is what it looks like. This is the kebabs. I'm gonna bring the light closer so y'all can see, because this right here is a sight to see. Okay. This is a sight to see. All right. You could always flip it so it could grow on the other side, but I'm not going to flip it because I like it this way because it's like very juicy. It keep it nice and juicy. You know, look at how delicious this is. Okay. But that's it. That's it, y'all. That's our kebab. All right. Let me just say, is meat on skewers, then I can eat. Yes, it is. It is.